Good evening and welcome to another edition of Cue Ball's Cutting Corner. I am Cue Ball, and tonight's a special night because since I've started my channel, I have yet to do an unboxing. And I have a few things to actually unbox tonight, and so let's get started. First is this. If you don't know who Lynch is, Lynch Northwest, well, you're about to find out. So recently, I purchased this, and this is the Spyderco Para Military 2. As you can see, it's got some smudges on it. I am actually using this knife, and this is the S90V version that came out. I believe it was limited. Some places, such as DLT Trading, I believe, had this, and I was able to actually pick this one up on White Mountain Knives. And with the discount, it was very, very reasonable. So actually incredibly reasonable. It was actually less for this than it was for an S30V, the standard version of the Paramilitary 2. So yeah, this one came with really beautiful seafoam G10 scales. And again, the S90V, which is holds a very, very, very good edge. And yeah. My other Paramilitary 2 is the one that actually has full non-nested liners, steel liners. This one has the nested liners, and I believe there's more options that you can take and do to modify these than there is for the full non-nested liner version. So, but anyways, the reason that I have this guy is because I'm going to do a little bit of modifications to this guy, and so we'll get right to this. I have yet to open this box. We might as well use said knife to open this and see what we have. Woohoo, excited. All right. So Lynch Northwest produces some high quality materials for aftermarket modifications, and it's all in titanium. And so I will link to his website so you can check him out. Awesome guy. I've actually dealt with Lynch Northwest for a couple years now, and Casey is the owner, and he's a stand-up guy. He's got an Instagram page, which again I'll link to. And so yeah, if you ever get a chance to get a Spyderco in hand, and there's some other options he has. I know the Kershaw Leak. I have a deep carry pocket clip that I added to that. That's titanium. So he doesn't just exclusively do Spyderco, but he does do a lot of neat stuff with titanium anodization. As you can see, this one is in a anno blurple, which is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be adding this to this knife on another video. So with that, this should be a packet of screws, and so there's going to be some matching screws that come with this. Casey's very good about including a sticker. Normally you'll get maybe one or two stickers. So this will go into my sticker bag, and it's getting really, really full. Eventually I'm going to have to figure out some way of mounting the stickers. Maybe I can use that for a backdrop when I decide to have my first live stream. We'll see. But that's a little ways off. So, all right. What else do you get in this box? And I don't have any fingernails because I have the habit of chewing my fingernails. Terrible, terrible habit. All right, so please know anodized titanium has a natural tendency to fingerprint and oxidize from oils in your hands. A splash of Windex and a soft cloth will clean it up and bring back the color and the shine. So that's really cool. Nothing else on that side. And oh, that's neat. So Casey went ahead and included a little message here, and he's really good about doing this too. As you can see here, it says, "Thanks, Chris, for your Arizona support." And then Casey with his little caricature here. It's really neat. So definitely we'll throw this in my bag of goodies as well. So awesome. Thank you, Casey. As usual, you do not disappoint. That is just beautiful. And I think when we get that on there, oh, that's going to be a really killer contrast. But I'm not done with this yet. There's another unboxing that I have that's going to go along with that clip. So let's set that one aside. And the next one is going to be this guy. So If you're not familiar with OCD for EDC, you need to. ODC for EDC is not only an awesome YouTuber and has a great channel that focuses around pocket knives and knives in general, but OCD for EDC is also a business, and they have a website. So Justin and Molly, they are a couple out of Iowa, and they have a business that sells a bunch of aftermarket goodies for your knives. And Justin, I would consider to be a Spyderco expert. I can't even open this. It's hard to do this behind camera, folks, just so you know. And one of the products that he actually came up with and invented is called a CME. And CME stands for Compression Made Easy. And if you notice on this paramilitary 2, this has the Spyderco compression lock. And there's nothing wrong with the stock lock. However, it makes it tough if you're a left-handed person to take and disengage that lock with your thumb. Having the ability to add a piece here that fills in this gap and allows you to push from this side makes using the compression lock so much better. And I wish I would have brought out one of my other Spydercos with the compression lock, the Shaman and the Para 3, and then also the Paramilitary 2 that I have in crewwear. Those are all compression lock knives. And I think I have a Para 3 lightweight as well. However, I did not add a compression lock to that one yet. So anyways, long story short, this is the kit that comes with the CME. And in here is the CME itself. As you can see, I'll bring this up close so you can kind of get an idea of what the color's like. And along with the clip, you can see the blurple. That's going to match beautifully. Of course, this doesn't have blurple. It is just straight purple. However, in certain light, it's going to match really, really well. And I like having the blurple. Just, it kind of helps tie things together with the seafoam blue. So very, very, very neat. And I, again, will have a video where I take these products and add them to this Paramilitary 2 that will be coming up in an upcoming video. So awesome. Thank you, Casey with Lynch Clip and Northwest, and then Justin and Molly with OCD for EDC. I appreciate you guys. And okay, we'll move on. All right. Next up is, which do I want to go with? Let's just get to it. So yeah, this thing arrived. And as you can see, this is a package from Everyman's Pocket EDC, better known in the knife community, abbreviated as EMPEDC. And so yeah, I took the plunge and ordered a couple new knives. And yes, I did open this already. However, I did not remove the boxes. So my bad. I'm not used to doing unboxes on camera yet, so I'll get better, I promise. So let's go ahead and pull these guys out. Oh my goodness. I've never had 2 in one package before. So don't want to mess up the boxes. They actually came in pretty good condition, which is great. We'll set that aside. And so before I actually unbox these, my first introduction to EMPEDC was this guy. And this is one of the first runs of the EMPEDC Nimble. And this is the original GOAT is what I call it, because, and no offense to original GOAT scales, because they're an awesome company. But no, this guy is the original Nimble. And if you haven't had a chance to get a Nimble in your hand, you need to, because this is one of the coolest pocket knives that has come out in the last few years. Since I started collecting, this is absolutely an amazing pocket knife. And as you can see here, I've kept this Nimble stock. I do have an extra pocket clip with Mokutai and also the backspacer, but I decided to keep this guy in its original condition. And this one has gotten some use. So I don't baby this knife. I don't take in safe clean this knife. I've actually carried this, and yeah, it definitely gets some use. So M390 on the blade steel on this original one. So obviously, with John and EMPEDC, you can't just leave well enough alone. He's got to come out with other variations of his knives. And we have, this is one of the, I think the next drop that he had besides the Thick Boy, which I do have the Thick Boy too. I should actually grab that knife. But these two knives kind of fit with the theme of why I'm sharing these guys first. So this is the original run of the EMPEDC Nimble X. And on this particular one, number 45 out of 100, woohoo! I did add the Mokutai clip to this guy. So, and it's beautiful once I actually wipe it with some Windex or with a nice cloth. Actually, I have a nice cloth here. Maybe I can get it to bring out some of the beauty in this clip. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, really, really pretty. The cool thing about, obviously, the Nimble X is its size. And for my monstrous sized hands, and yes, I'm a new kitten, he's used my hand as a punching bag. This is a bigger knife than the original, and it does fit somebody like me a little bit bigger, especially a little bit better, especially back here behind the choil on the actual handle. I can get all four fingers on. It's really hard for me to get all four fingers onto this little guy. I can kind of squeeze my pinky in there a little bit, but it's tough. The best way for me to carry this guy is to choke up into the choil and use the jimping to really get a good purchase. So, but yeah, this is an awesome knife. As you can see, this is a little bit different blade shape as well. So this is more of a drop point versus the original shape, which is more of a spear point. So very neat. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, I think they call this the sheep's foot version, but it's more of a modified sheep's foot, with this belly here and more reminiscent to a drop point. So, but every bit as fidgety as the original. You got the back flip, you got the front flip deployment, you got the reverse Spidey flip, the thumb flip, you got the fuller as well that you can take and use. So, especially on this guy, the fuller runs the whole length of the blade on this guy. I can actually I think I can actually pinky flip this one. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, so close. I'm behind the camera, so, oh yeah, we got it. All right. And then, they've had the Nimble Warney, they had the Nimble Tonto, and I didn't actually get in on those. And part of it is because, obviously, these are not cheap, inexpensive knives. I mean, they do cost a few $100s or more. And but this was the second run of the Nimble X, the version 2 I ended up getting, and this one's an all murdered out version. And I do showcase this on my murdered out edition that I did here about a month and a half ago. This one I did get the upgraded Mokutai, or actually I think they call this the Timascus, with the pivot collar as well. See that? And then also the back spacer. So neat kit that came with this one. It just kind of adds a little pop of color, but it's very subtle. I really love this knife. And there's some subtle improvements that they made with this one as well. So now we're going to get to, which one do I want to open up first? I don't even know which one this is. We'll just take and do the one on the right here first. So let's go ahead and set these guys out of the way. Right. I'm excited. Okay. So, before I actually unbox, so EMPEDC, this is their insignia here. Love the little atom, and that's circling the little dude here. And I do have a light that's projecting from my camera as well as an overhead light here too. So that's why you're seeing kind of a glare off of that. But nothing else. That's all. Very simple. Not much logo and writing on the box itself. However, it's a very good presentation. As you can see with this one, this is a Damascus and also milled pocket clip. And this is something new. This is something I haven't seen before from John. And so really curious how that's going to feel. And then we get right to box itself, or I mean the case itself. Little package of don't eat. It's nice if that comes with it. Helps to keep the moisture whisked away. And let's get into this guy. All right. So really neat little decal here. Actually, I don't think this is a sticker. I think this is just a card. And then on the other side, it just shows what this is. Okay. So this is the birth date card. LMAX steel. This is for the EMPEDC Ronin. All right. So this is the new launch. New knife, and I've heard really, really good things about this knife. I'm not going to do a full review tonight. I'm just doing an unboxing. So this one was born on May 23rd, and this is part of the first run. Pretty cool. All right, so we'll set that guy aside. Another pack of silica gel. Nice. Here we go. This is the decal. There's a sticker. So you get one sticker, and it looks like you also get, he gave 3 stickers. That's awesome. These are so cool. I love these stickers. Now I have multiples, not this guy. I don't think I have this guy yet, but I have multiples of these two. And at some point in time, I'm going to be doing a 1,000 giveaway for 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, and definitely going to be putting together a swag pack. So more than likely, you'll see either one or both of these stickers in that swag pack. Right. So let's go ahead and set the box aside, and we'll get to the knife. Okay, and I always save the cases and the boxes just because you never know. If you decide to sell, it's always good to take and keep the original box. So this is a smaller knife in terms of, if you look at the, boy, this is a totally different design than what I'm used to from John. So this is almost more like like a gentleman's carry. Very thin profile, slim, I should say, profile. I wouldn't say thin. It's not really thin this way. However, the height of the knife when closed, this is very, very thin. So, or narrow, shallow. I mean, if you compare it to the original EMPEDC Nimble, the original Nimble is quite a bit taller. So, interesting. All right. Really nice milling. Now I did again get the blacked out version. I'm still on a murdered out kick. I can't get over it. So, but even the pocket clip is really is milled. It kind of follows the the pattern of the milling on the handle. And I noticed that this is also contoured as well. And actually, you can probably see that here on the camera. Yep, there's that slight contour. Full titanium backspacer. This does have a spot for a lanyard, as you can see, which is fine. The shape of the pocket clip, is reminiscent of EMPEDC, so carries kind of that same theme. And this is strictly a front flipper deployment, and you do have the whole deployment here for reverse and thumb. I don't know how good it's going to be for the thumb because, man, that's kind of tight to get in there, but I'm going to try it for my first. Oh yeah, you can do it. If I can get my big meaty thumb in there, anybody can. So, wow, that's really, really nice. Actually, it's got just enough. It's not chamfered too much here, so it's not rounded too much to where you can actually. It's got enough there where it catches the meat of the thumb, so you can get in there with that. That's neat. But I bet you the reverse employment is going to be better. Oh yeah, much better. Wow. And this blade shape is kind of a chunky guy. That is, oh man, that is one chunky Tonto blade. You can see that, actually it's pretty, you can feel it's pretty thin behind the edge, but then it comes up and then it goes back to this swedge here at the top. And that, of course, it's going to help aid with, slicing through stuff at that part of the blade. This area might, cause some difficulties, getting through some thicker materials or whatnot. But this part of the blade is going to probably slice just fine. But yeah, I can see this being just, a good, EDC, open up boxes, cut string. This isn't going to be doing a lot of heavy slicing. I don't think I'd be using this one to cut through cardboard or anything like that. But it's really, actually, gosh, this is the perfect size. I mean, I can get all 4 fingers on this knife. And there is even a spot, a little bit of a choil here, which is great for sharpening because it looks like you're going to get some some good room with the sharpening, but you can get your finger behind here. And the fact that the jimping goes about halfway across the spine of the blade, that gives you a nice purchase. I like that. This is a cool knife. Ooh, can't wait to get this apart, get it cleaned up. I always do. I haven't done the front flip yet, so let me try that. Front flipper. Oh, it's almost effortless. I mean, seriously. Oh yeah, that's really easy. I bet you can do all the tricks with this knife. Me being behind the camera, though, I don't trust myself. Let's see, can I do it? I'm so bad at this one. I don't know how you guys can do the reach over and not drop the knife at the same time. I'm not even going to try. So I can do the index flick, and I can do the thumb reverse or thumb front flipper, but I can't do the other one too. The reach over, the reach around. I can't do that well. So, wow, that's a really pretty knife. I'm wondering if we'll come out with some kits that have a different color pivot. I know that he's going to have hardware kits, or I think he did have actually hardware kits, but they were sold out at the time that I got this. There wasn't that many of these left. So, but again, Elmax steel, so very good steel. Gosh, I love the feel of this. The texturing, the milling is just so good. Just can get a really nice purchase, and the reverse flick on this is just satisfying. Oh, it's going to break in just beautifully. So very nice knife. All right, set that one aside. We got one more unboxing, and we're already at 20 minutes. So sorry for the long video. So no need to go over the box on this one. We already know what we're looking at. Oops, I'll turn it around here. Set that aside. Could this one be? All right, well, let's take a look and see. We have in this one, ooh, EMPEDC relative, also an Elmax, also May 23rd, and this is the second run. So I didn't get in on the first run on this, but I've been told that I was stupid for not getting on the first run on this. However, sometimes you just can't. So, but I got in on this one. Got some more stickers here. I'm not going to bother with those right now. Same old, but I will definitely add that to my sticker pack. Let's get to the knife. Ooh. This one's definitely been opened and checked for QC. Thank you, John. And, oh, wow. So, yeah, this is very reminiscent to the Nimble X in terms of size, just a little bit smaller. You notice there's not a back flipper on this one as well. It's also a front flipper with this full fuller and with the whole deployment. So very similar blade, at least this portion of the blade as it is on the Nimble X here. So that's really cool. Let's actually grab the other black one here. Do a side by side. Wow. Similar milling, actually exactly the same milling, the spacing in between the mill. That's awesome. Wow. These these look really good together. I may have to do another murdered out edition at some point in time. All right, let's get into this guy. So this one is also again in Elmax steel. Again, the traditional EMPEDC pocket clip. And we also have, looks like there is pivot collar around on each side. So at some point in time, I'm sure I can replace that if I decide to. Obviously, this is going to have hardware kits available for it too. I'm assuming that there's a Mokotai clip or some type of Damascus clip that I can get for this. Actually, I know there is because G-Ball Vision already replaced his clip with a killer looking one. It's more of a yellowish. I'm not a big fan of yellow, but it looks amazing on his knife. And we'll get to the blade here. Oh, effortless deployment. Holy moly. Smooth. Oh, that feels amazing. How does it feel in hand? Oh my gosh, I can get all four of my big chunky fingers on this guy. Look at that. And nice choil that I can get up into. And then this jimping actually goes a little bit further. It's about 2/3 of the length of the blade. And this blade shape is a little bit different. This is the drop point. I thought I ordered the clip point. I'll have to go back and look and see. I thought I ordered the clip point. Maybe I was wrong, but the nice thing about this is it's a full hollow grind here and then goes into this compound grind. And I can tell already that this guy is sharp. So I'm going to be very careful here behind the camera. But boy, what a really pretty looking knife. Really pretty looking knife. The action on this is really, really, really solid. And I don't know what number did I get on this. Does it say? I got number 44. So it's actually right there, number 44. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, this is already smooth. And this, I haven't even taken, I mean, obviously I haven't taken this apart yet, but this is going to break in amazing. And I can already tell this is probably going to be the smoothest out of all of the EDC knives that I have. Wow. That's awesome. Thumb flick. Yeah. Easy, easy, easy. I bet you, yeah, no problem with the front flip. Not at all. I might even be able to do the reach around on this one. I can't. I just don't. I'm just not in a good position. It's awkward for me. I'll have to figure that out because literally the camera and the tripod are right in front of me and my hands are on the other side. So, yeah, this is really, really awesome. I'm excited. Really, really excited. I wonder, that clip fit? It might, but obviously it goes with Ronin. So, but yeah, this is the relative, and this is a good one, no doubt. I'm happy to have this as part of my collection. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of any of these EMPEDCs. I have sold another Nimble. I sold a blacked out version to my good friend Eonan's Edge. He was hoping to get one at the drop, and unfortunately he couldn't. So when it came time, I was willing to sell the version that I had that's similar to these two here, and he was really happy to get that as part of his collection. So, and I was happy to be able to sell it to him. So, all right. Well, I do have some other things I want to unbox, but we're already at almost 27 minutes, and I don't want to take up any more time. So I'll do another unboxing video tomorrow and get that uploaded. So, because I have some other goodies to share as well. Thank you for being a part of this. I hope that you've enjoyed this unboxing. If you're not familiar with the EMPEDC, if you're not familiar with Lynch Northwest, and also ODC for EDC, you need to familiarize yourself with these companies because they're a great part of the community. And meeting these guys in person, I can tell you that they really have a passion for what they do. They love to talk to the consumers and the knife community, and they're all very, very involved and active in the I wouldn't say the daily going-ons of what happens in the knife community, but occasionally you may see them drop in on a live stream, and yeah, they're awesome people. So, all right, with that, I wish everybody a good night. Until next time, God bless.